Thank you, Yoli. After September 11th, New York has seen an increase in discrimination against Muslim Arabs in New York. By taking advantage of their lack of documentation, federal agents have been able to hold them captive for months on time, taking away their right to a fair due process and speedy trial. Even if the immigrants held captive have an illegal immigrant status, this is a direct violation of our Sixth Amendment and the Constitution. Arab Muslims, especially male Arab Muslims, have been targeted, and the lack of documentation has left them exposed, and now they're incarcerated for such infractions. New York and its border to Canada has now become a popular site for captured immigrants and placing them in captive. At this site, we were able to meet a group of troubling families affected by this situation. One affected family we had a chance to speak to, the Hussein family, who has a family member, Abba Hussein, a father and husband who is currently incarcerated and has been for several months. A very tough situation. This has left the family without an adult male-sponsored income. The two daughters, Nadiria and Aisha, are both successful, college-bound students who have enjoyed and prospered in their lives in the United States. This is a tragedy in itself, as many bright, talented immigrants in our country will not have the chance to be part of the American dream. This also will mirror the effects on our society and economy, as potentially successful individuals will be lost to this flawed system. This is a disappointing situation, however, is a recurring theme in New York and across our nation. Immigrant reform has a long way to develop in this country, even considering our decorated immigrant past. There has been a surge of immigration, especially from Southern and Eastern Europe. However, policies were changed to no longer give favor to Northwestern Europeans. In the 1990s, the Immigration Reform and Control Act was placed into effect, legalizing current illegal immigrants and controlling the process through employer sanction. However, over the last few years, newly enacted immigration legislation has been motivated by anti-immigrant sentiments in the U.S. This has effectively brought our immigration system to the unknown status that we have come familiar with today. With no set unified policy, the U.S. government has been able to show favoritism to certain immigrants because of political and economic reasons. The immigrants not in favor have now been able to fall victim to the anti-immigrant influence policies that have affected not only this New York border, but also our U.S. plains. This is an ever-present problem in our society that all of us as citizens can advocate and support. However, it takes real support from not only our immigrants, but also our established American citizens. Now we're going back to the studio in Harrisonburg, where Yoli and Eric will talk about the policy reform. Thank you, America, and have a good night. Yoli?